I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 403. There was some reference to the extract from Modern Psychological Review, wondering if any instruments could be of use in detecting the heart center, and if proper subjects were available for recording the experience of the adepts in the spiritual path, and so on. Others were speaking. Sri Bhagavan said, in the incident mentioned in the book Self-Realization that I became unconscious and symptoms of death supervened, I was all along aware. I could feel the action of the physical heart stopped, and equally the action of the heart center unimpaired. This state lasted about a quarter of an hour. In this dialogue, the questioner refers to an excerpt from the Modern Psychological Review discussing the possibility of using scientific instruments to detect the heart center and record the experiences of spiritual adepts. Ramana Maharshi responds by recounting an incident from the book Self-Realization at Tortoise Cave, where he appeared unconscious, showing symptoms of death. Despite these outward signs, he remained fully aware internally. He could perceive that while his physical heart had stopped, the heart center remained active and unaffected. This state of awareness continued for about 15 minutes. Ramana's attendant, who was with him at the time, noticed that Ramana's body had become stiff and appeared lifeless. The attendant, believing that Ramana was dead, was deeply distressed. In the accounts of this event, it's mentioned that the attendant was overwhelmed with grief and panic, fearing the worst. The reaction of Ramana's attendants served to underscore the dramatic nature of the incident and the profound realization it represented. It also highlights the difference in perspective between those who have attained a deep spiritual experience, like Ramana, and those who are still bound by conventional ideas of life and death. For Ramana, this experience was a confirmation of the eternal nature of the self, whereas for his attendant, it was a moment of fear and concern, rooted in the physical and emotional plane. The key themes here revolve around the nature of awareness, the distinction between the physical heart and the spiritual heart center, and the understanding of consciousness beyond physical phenomena. The questioner is curious about whether modern instruments can capture spiritual experiences and the functioning of the heart center, which Ramana often referred to as the true self, or seat of consciousness. Ramana's response emphasizes a fundamental principle of his teaching, the difference between a physical body and the true self. When he speaks of the heart center, he's not referring to the physical heart, but to the core of your being, the source of consciousness and true identity. This heart center is not detectable by physical instruments because it transcends the material plane. Ramana's experience of being aware, even when his body showed no signs of life, underscores this point. It illustrates that true consciousness is not dependent on the physical body and persists even when the body's functions cease. Ramana Maharshi's teachings often stress the practice of self-inquiry, a method of questioning the nature of the I thought to realize the true self. In this dialogue, Ramana's death experience serves as a direct illustration of the teachings. The continued awareness, despite physical symptoms of death, points to the ever-present nature of the self, which is unchanging and eternal. The self is beyond the mind and the ego, which are constructs tied to the physical body and its experiences. Ramana's response helps clarify that happiness and suffering, which are states of the mind, do not touch the true self. The mind and the ego are products of ignorance, identifying with the transient body and thoughts. The true self, or the heart center, remains unaffected by these transient states. By turning inward and focusing on this heart center through self-inquiry, you can transcend the ego and realize the abiding peace and bliss of the self. Thus, Ramana Maharshi's statement not only addresses the specific query about the heart center, but also encapsulates his core teaching. The self is beyond physical phenomena and is the ultimate reality that you can realize through persistent self-inquiry. This realization brings freedom from the dualities of happiness and suffering and brings a state of unwavering peace and awareness. So, know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 verses on reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.